find me in a club.
Yo,
no,
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 no. Wanna hop in?
Hey, Leah, are you busy right now?
Not really. I'm just at the, what's it called, the motorcycle shop.
You want to be in like
Are you able to take a business meeting?
Jump over the wall.
Okay. Yeah. Where is it and what is it about?
Broken.
Okay, can I meet you at the BBC?
Okay. I mean, what is this business meeting about? You trying to?
I want to talk to you about the business that I was trying to do.
Show your proposal. Okay.
I just want to talk to you about it. Live performance. You know what I mean?
Sounds good. Alrighty. Yeah, I can head over there.
Second, Mateo, let me get a different cars.
No.
What's up, Leah?
How are you?
Who this?
This is Theo. He's the owner of Stroke Masters.
Oh, Theo, Stroke Masters, huh?
Hey.
Oh, I see.
Actually, let me tell you a little bit of something about this guy. You know,
okay.
I went there not too long ago, man, and I got treated like a scumbag. I got treated like a homeless dude. Matter of fact, this dude looked at me in my face and said, "Yo, you homeless, bro. We don't serve the homeless, scumbag. Get out of here."
I did not say that.
I was like, what the hell? He said that.
He came in and he didn't pay for any of his shit one day.
What?
And then left.
No. Come on. Leah, you know I would never do that.
This is not drive-by.
Listen.
You don't get free repairs there.
I would never do that, Leah. You know I wouldn't do that. He's just lying now.
Oh.
Okay, but is he good to be here?
Yeah, he's a business owner. It's not like he's gonna own a second business.
All right, come on. All right. Can we go over here? Is it cool?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so listen, I just wanted to talk to you about the vision that I got. Can I take a seat?
Mm-hmm. Please.
All right, yeah, so like I was saying, I want to talk to you about this vision I had. And, you know, so I put in I didn't put in the app. I was trying to save it so I could put it in later. Yeah, I fucked it up. But basically, I was thinking of doing this HOA thing, right? Because obviously you know what the HOA is, right?
Homeowners Association?
Yeah, Homeowners Association. Yeah, it's pretty simple, right? And, you know, everybody in the city nowadays, I'm just going to keep it a buck with you, all right? Everybody got money in the city. Everybody doing all these things, making millions of dollars. Motherfuckers sitting with $3 million in their bank account. Okay? Everybody's balling. Not everybody, but a lot of people are balling. The economy ain't doing too good. So I was thinking of starting like a citywide HOA where all the homes are at. So obviously not in the south side, because that's like apartments and like that's the trenches. Like Fair Park, Vinewood, the beach, yeah, any houses like that, right? And what this would impose is it'd be like a, HOA charge monthly fees. So it would be like monthly fees for the homeowners to make sure.
Where does the money go?
So the money could go back into the business to pay for people, like, for example, for the people that work in, like the agents, the people going to be working in the building taking complaints. Also, a percentage of it could go to the government itself. I mean, the HOA.
It's gonna be a lot of money.
Exactly. So it could be like split up. Obviously, the fees don't got to be crazy. I ain't saying like it got to be like $50,000 every month. Nothing like that. It'd be like some minor stuff. But it would be something too like every month every house owner would have an inspection. So there'll be agents that go out to these houses to make sure that the houses are keeping up to date with like, making like the block look good. So the paint is good, the grass is cut, the ACs is working, the windows are fixed. Make sure that the houses are good. So we would have a bunch of agents giving out house inspections all the time and working with the house owners on that. Also, I don't know if you remember, but you know how houses used to get dirty?
Mm-hmm.
So examples like that, right? So if we did an inspection and their house was dirty, people got a power cleaner or whatever, they would get fined, right? So people would get fined for certain things if they didn't have it up to date. So if their house wasn't clean, the grass wasn't cut, they would get fined. Now I'm not saying it would have to be anything crazy like, oh, you getting fined $50,000. Nah, it would be something minor. Oh, you didn't wash your house, $2,500 fine. Oh, you didn't cut your grass, $2,000, $1,000. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's some basic maintenance on your property, and that also would show if someone's inactively around, then they just, keep their house or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And also maybe even we could also do inspections inside the house, making sure that they, they don't do nothing like, crazy inside the house. Keep it up to date. You know, obviously I would think of a specifics, but you get the gist of it, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the thing with that is entering people's private properties, right? The HOA would have to then
Well, with their permission.
So they would have to be, they could be like involved in the HOA, or they could say no, right? But obviously then everyone would just say no. So that's the hard part.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Normally when you move into a neighborhood, you kind of go into the neighborhood knowing there's going to be an HOA, right?
Yes and no. Typically if you purchase a house, you know, you're purchasing a house, you're purchasing it, but then if there's an HOA, it would be like announced before you buy it.
Yeah, you would know before you buy it, right? But I'm imposing
that's why I'm saying, like, since people already own it, you can't just be like, oh, no, I can go in, especially because, not to be rude, you know, it's going to be hard because their stuff is in there and they're doing, you know, their gang shit or whatever is probably in their house. They're not going to want people going in.
No, I get that. I mean, listen, the whole going inside the house don't even got to be a thing. It could be out, yeah, exactly. Exactly. It don't even got to be no inside the house, none of that.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know, yeah, it could be just outside. We do inspections outside. We charge a monthly fee. We talk to the homeowners. We make sure that the neighborhood is good. We could even have, you know what we could do too? Let's say we have some nice neighborhoods. We could also have like a different section of the HOA that would be like night watch. So we would have agents that work in the HOA that would like work in these neighborhoods to make sure that people ain't robbing the houses, to make sure people ain't doing stuff like that. You know, so we could do something like that too. I don't
know if you know, we tried an HOA with K-Town. And Luther and Dick were supposed to be in charge of it, and I wanted them to take the reins on it, and they kind of just didn't do anything. They just kind of stood there and was like, "Oh, I don't know what I do. Can I have free rent? Leah, can we possibly test out if the HOA would work at K-Town before we expand?"
But the problem is, do people even live at K-Town?
Yeah, we have units that are rented.
I get that, but I don't really see these people. I ain't gonna lie. Like, are these people actually like, are these people like around all the time?
Yeah, that's how if they're not around, they get evicted. So there's downstairs Momo, and next to that there's the ice cream shop. The very first unit is the showroom. Above that is my room, and then next to that is Jonathan Long. He's a lawyer, and then on the corner there is another man named his name is Tracy. His name is Tyler. Across the way is going to be John Dover. In the middle is Leo Cartier, which is a business owner of Mile High.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be the HQ, and then the very corner is going to be Suarez's unit, and then below that is another unit from Suarez. In the middle and the bottom floor in the corner and the bottom floor is Luther and Charles Johnson's unit. So there is people that live there, and then there's the top corner, which is Gomer. So there's people who live there. The only reason why I ask that is because I'm curious how this would work. And any time anyone ever gets a business, I'm saying this because that's what they want to see. They want to see
initiative. I get that.
You working that first and see if it would work out, and then that way, you know, these kind of things could actually come into play, because they are. My boss did tell me they are open to like new ideas.
Yeah. Well, listen. Obviously, that's something I would have to speak to Kay and get his blessing. But at the same time, too, I mean, listen.
Oh yeah, no, I'm the property manager there, so it's not like. So if the conversation's happening, like, we could make it happen.
Okay.
We could just let him know, like, hey, you know, if he's going to do HOA here, and see if he could work towards, you know, getting his own business.
There's only one problem. K-Town, you know, it's apartments. So it's kind of like,
so there's no grass. You're right.
There's no grass. There's no like house. There's no ACs around the house. There's no like.
So what?
You know what I mean? There's no gates.
What unit or what area in the city do you think would be a good area for you to try?
Well, here's the thing, right? So I've actually already tried this. You weren't there, obviously. I want to show you, but I've already tried this. I did it with I did it to 3 people, right? So we already tried doing this.
Where was it?
We did it at Mirror Park. We did it at Mirror Park.
Cul-de-sac?
So 2 houses. We did one house at the cul-de-sac, and we did Havoc's house. and then we also did a house by the barrio. So we basically went there.
How was their reaction?
Well, okay. So fate went well. It just depends. Some of them go. Fate went well. The dudes by the barrio went well, and then when we did Havoc, I ain't gonna lie, those dudes. As soon as we mentioned like, "Hey, sir, we're with the HOA. We're just doing an inspection," they started punching us, pulling guns, and just doing dumb shit. I ain't gonna lie. So you understand where I'm coming from. It just depends on the people that we call it, dealing with. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But when we did do it, I mean, it went pretty well. And I mean, if I have your blessing and I could keep doing it around Mirror Park, see how it goes.
Yeah, that's not my approval. That's why I'm just asking so I can ask these questions above me,
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I would only be able to approve K-Town, but yeah, no, I would definitely check in with that. My suggestion is to put your proposal through and then we could see if with that proposal you could start out with one small area in the city, stuff like that. Obviously, be interested with charging individuals any amount of money could possibly go down the line for a bigger approval as well. So going to someone and charging them, and then what if they don't pay? Like, how do you plan on? Are you trying to say that they could lose their property? Like, what's going to be the outcome of these things?
yeah, I get what you're saying. So like, if they didn't pay the HOA fee, what would happen? Honestly, I need to think on that. So I'm gonna just write it. I'm gonna write
okay. This is all brainstorming. It's no issue.
Yeah, cause I feel like obviously it'd be kind of harsh. We're like, oh, okay, but that's why I told you that I wouldn't make the payment like crazy. It wouldn't be like, yo, no 50,000. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like $2,500 a month or a week or something small that you could make in like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So it's not like people are freaking out about it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you think that, but it's really sad to say that. When people even just drive by someone and you try to have a funny argument with them that they hit your car and they need to pay you insurance, they just drive off. They don't want to have a conversation.
Yeah, that's why it kind of depends on everybody. But the whole like, if they didn't pay, obviously the eviction thing, that wouldn't really. I mean, I would love to do that, but that really wouldn't be
feasible.
up to me. Yeah, it's pretty hard. So if people decided not to pay, maybe I could try to think of something like a punishment, like if they didn't pay. I would have to see, honestly. I would have to think about it. But yeah, I'll get the proposal in.
Just think about it more. Maybe ask around to see who is like-minded individuals. Not only the people that want to be these like officers or agents. My suggestion to you is to get somebody that wants to help formalize the entire thing as well.
Yeah, true.
Get like more somebody that wants to think in what could the business possibly be.
All right, fair enough. I mean, also, even like, let's say they didn't pay, we could like try to take them to court. You know what I'm saying? And it could become a court case or something.
That's what I'm saying. That would require legislation that you're legally, able to do that. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of.
Well, true, but I mean, at the end of the day, the city needs businesses, though, right? We need shit.
No, I agree.
We need stuff popping.
I agree.
Other than the regular mechanic
no, when I say that, it's not to hinder you. It's just to explain the roadmap that is involved.
All right. Sounds good. So, I'm gonna take my time and think about it, and I'm gonna write it down and send it over to you. All right?
Yeah. So just put everything and like kind of explain like, okay, what would the agent's jobs be? Bullet point. They would do this. How long will the person have? What's the warning period? What's going to happen if they don't pay? You know what I mean? I guess we got to stay creative and figure out if that's something that could work. Also, what would be necessary, like to mow someone's grass? Is it gonna be like groundbreaking, where it's gonna be really difficult, something to do, or is that going to be something that is possible?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Stuff like that, like broken windows, maybe their porch light being out, and they need to replace their porch light. They're not upkeeping, their front lawn. What would be a really good one to actually tax people on, would be really funny, is how people have their properties looking like shit, like on the south side, and they have like a bunch of cars and dead people around and all this, if they have it like that, you could like be like, hey, clean up your shit, park your cars right and stuff like that. And in the PD, they have a little ticketing system that they have. They have a physical ticket that they can actually write. So possibly,
See, that'd be amazing if we,
in a
like if this
different
actually,
way, in a different way, you could, instead of using the ticket system that they have, in a different way, maybe the HOA agents might have a little ticket. They can find someone, right? And then your company would only get a percentage and the rest would go to the state. I think that'd be a easier way to try to push for something like that, because then it would be through like a fine. It would basically be like a fine.
yeah, I think that's a great idea, to be honest. A little ticket book for the
It's
agents.
like, I don't know if you've seen. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen like little tickets people
No,
put
I
on
have.
people's cars.
Yeah, I have.
They're really good.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. All right, well, I start thinking about all of this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably try to get just a whole document, write it up, and just
Okay.
brainstorm. You know what I mean? And then I'll
Yeah.
send it to you, and you can see.
All right. If you're sending this to me as a business proposal, so number one, just so we have our communication, are you sending that to me because I'm coaching you on your business proposal, or are you sending this to me for your official? If you're sending to me for official, you just go to the MDT and send it in.
Yeah, that's
But
what
if
I'm
you're
gonna do.
sending it to me, okay.
Well, I mean, I'll. It'd be nice if you could like. Oh my god, my head. It'd be nice if you could like review it. I mean, if that's possible before I send it in officially. Just so I don't fuck up or anything. But yeah.
Yes and no. I don't want to oversee too many business proposals and coach too many people on their business proposals, because I feel like that's a conflict of interest, because I'm the one approving them.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, then I'll just write it up and send it in. Like it's official. You know
like
what I mean?
having these conversations and then you writing it up yourself and then turning it in would be fine.
All right, I can do that. All right, perfect. Thank you so much,
sweet.
Leah. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I'll be sending it in probably in the next
fun,
week.
I want there to be a lot of like fun businesses like this, and I want there to be more things for people to do. So
100%.
that's already unlocked. Okay.
All right, Leah. I'll probably send it in next week. All right. Yeah, you gotta think about, honestly, what's it called? All the opportunities, like, you gotta cut your grass. Honestly, but all those things don't even have to really be implemented, like, officially, you know what I mean? It could just be, like, RP. You know, somebody, like, RP mowing their grass. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, everything doesn't have to be a mechanic. Like, the same way that we were doing it the other time when we went to people's houses, we could be like, oh, okay. We could just RP, like, okay, you cut your grass? Alright. I see that, I inspect it, you know what I mean? Oh, you didn't cut your grass, blah, 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 you know what I mean? It don't gotta be like no mechanic, like, it doesn't have to be everything mechanically, but it would be nice if we could actually like find people every month, you know what I mean? We could like HOA fee, and if they don't pay, we take them to court, take the lights off or something, or who knows.